different format of the game. You need to give yourself a chance to spend some time out there in the middle. Get it up.
So it's Prabsimran Singh who's going to face the first delivery.
We are all first for the very first delivery, and the umpire says play. He's at back of the length, gets off the mark. India are on their way in the second game. Well, the Afghanistans, it'll be a good test for them, isn't it, Rajiv? Especially against these aggressive batters.
Aggressive, and it's the universal baby boss. Vaibhav Suryavanshi got 13 runs in the first game with...
He played some delightful strokes through the offside. And he's one of them. He gets off with glory. What a gracious shot that was. He starts things off with a nice boundary through the covers.
Just like in the first game, first ball goes for a boundary. Vaibhav Suryavanshi gets a freebie, lot of width on it. As he swing, but plenty of width for him to free his arms and then cut away towards the extra cover region. One extra man.
It was the same strategy the Sri Lankan bowlers used as well, to bowl across the left-hand batter. That smashed. That sounded so good off the bat. Make it 2-2 for the universal baby boss.
What a start for him. Couple of boundaries, 2 freebies, same shot. And India A off to a flying start. Again with similar length, but the width on offer for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He just punched on it.
Abdullah. A quick single. Off midfield. Make it 5 runs. This is absolutely disappointing. It's not good. You need to be much more on top of your toes when it comes to this level of cricket.
Yes, indeed, that overthrows. 5 runs in the total. 5 runs for Vaibhav Suryavanshi, shy at the stumps. That would have been a little close. And then poor bit of fielding out there at mid-on by the fielder.
And what a shot that is. Well, you could have a look at that all 7 days of the week. Such a classical cover drive.
Gets his first boundary. Prabsimran Singh. Runs are flowing for India A. Pitched up delivery, driven handsomely through extra cover region. And this outfield, as always say, Rangiri Tambul outfield is very, very quick. Look at that top hand in the front foot. Driven nicely and firmly along the ground. With Abdul, these two openers are very attacking and aggressive. When it comes to the power play, they could be very dangerous towards the right-hander.
Couple of steps down the ground. That looks crystal clear. What a lovely shot that was. Make it another boundary.
It's Atsu outside the off stump on that occasion for Prabsimran Singh. Look at where he stands outside the crease, and then width on offer once again from Afghanistan bowlers, and he hammers it nicely through the offside for another boundary. He moves to double figures with that, and the score moving to 29. This is a very good start, promising start for India A.
Five runs coming off. There you go. Throws the kitchen sink at it, and he collects another boundary. You're not going to stop this young kid if you keep bowling that length outside your stump.
Yeah, another boundary. Once again, lot of width. And he flashes it outside the off stump. And if you're bowling at Vaibhav Suryavanshi, you can't give width around, because he loves the offside. He has developed the offside well. In his early days, he loves the leg side, the onside more often, but now he has been very good on the offside. So that's a true class of a batter. Universal baby boss in this series, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of expectations. Millions of eyes on this young kid. High stakes. So he carries a lot of pressure walking into this series because he clearly knows that all eyes are on him. He has been introduced to the Indian T20 squad as well. That's a big win for this young kid at the age of 15. But it's good to see Raju, isn't it? He's bringing out that forward defense, the backward defense, the back foot defense. So he has developed the game well. He's understood the conditions and the situations.
Yeah, indeed. That's what the true class comes out of a batter. Oh, once again. One bounce, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. No need invitations for him when there's width on offer on the offside. That's another boundary.
Well, that's his fourth boundary, and all four boundaries coming on the offside. So that's a story to tell you. That's how much he has grown up as a kid. He has got to that level of maturity, adapting to the conditions. Poor bowling. This is not good at all. You know, problems for the Afghanistan bowlers. Beautiful. Just a punch off the back foot. The outfield will do the rest. Make it another boundary.
A lovely batting. This is very good batting. Margin for errors on this surface. And there you see good of meat from Prop Simran Singh. Leans on it nicely. He stands a little outside the crease, the batting stance. Helps it along nicely. Good timing. Placement was perfect. So now there's a field change. Deep point drops back into the fence with a short third being placed. That's the area where Prab Simran likes the most on the offside. There's protection right now. Karabai once again. There's protection. On the surface around with the new ball, it comes onto the bat nicely unless you lands on the proper areas. It's just a margin of an error for a bowler, and the batters pounce on it. So this is a very good start once again. Much expected start for India A with the Universal baby boss. He has moved to 23 off just 11 deliveries.
Yeah, Tilak Varma. He wanted to bowl first, but I'm pretty sure that he's very happy seated at the dugout looking how these two opening batters have got off. Look at the field. Well, there is a deep third man behind square and a deep cover. Yeah, that's the line and length that you need to try and bowl at him. Keep checking him. Don't give that opportunity to throw the hands outside the off stump.
If there's width, Vaibhav doesn't need that invitation to go flash at it on the offside. But what you need to do is land on the fourth stumps, bring that ball from the middle stump. Ibrahim gets that swing, but he needs to be very careful. There's no protection.
Gets the outside edge. Valiant effort, but goes in vain. This is what we were talking about over and over again. The outfield at the Rangiridambula Stadium. It values you a lot if you're a batter.
That's a perfect delivery, but there's no slip. Vaibhav Suryavanshi gets that outside edge, and then the ball's flying towards the boundary line.
There you go. That's his leg side game. 50 up on the board for India in style. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, yes, the pace was taken off, but that was clearly intentional. He dragged it from outside the off stump.
Yeah, it was a short delivery. And from outside the off stump, didn't get a full meat on it, hitting the bottom of the bat, but enough timing, enough meat. And there's no protection like I mentioned on the leg side. And it's a freebie once you go over the 30-yard circle.
The Afghanistan bowlers straight away under pressure conditions, especially after that Sri Lankan game. They couldn't get off to a good start, but look at Retriever, how these batters have changed their game, given themselves some damage he will do. Lovely shot. That's pure timing. That's pure class. Keep power aside. This young man, he has a lot in himself.
Yeah, beautiful shot once again. Photogenic. The top hand clearly coming in. There you see. Brilliant. And enough time when the ball hits right off his middle of the bat for it to run away quite easily if he can place it. That's what Vaibhav has done. And this is where universal baby ball
There for a longer period of time, because they'll take the game away from you. Once again, does that mistake, goes full, wide outside the off stump, and the baby boss, he will not let them go alone.
Yeah, touch too full once again. And with the deep point fielder out there in the boundary line, he made sure that was struck a little front of square. And that bat swing coming in. And he has a very, very quick back swing. Vaibhav Suryavanshi has moved to 39 in just 18 deliveries. Oh, once again, lovely bit of timing. Another boundary for Simran Singh. India A off to a very, very flying good start.
We'll take your pencils out. Keep drawing. Look at that. A lovely punch off the front foot. Just pure timing and placement. They have been in the field. Lovely elbows. Both the batters, they haven't really tried to do anything fancy. They're playing through the line.
Hard. But what they have adjusted themselves is very positive. They're attacking, or if the ball is on their zones, they will go for their boundary. Yeah. Lovely shot. Lovely bit of timing once again. Punch on the back foot. And Vaibhav Suryavanshi gets his 9th boundary.
Well, he's enjoying himself. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Just a punch, a gentle push. You can't call it a punch. It was a gentle push. Wrist work. A bit of work for the fielder. He'll cut it off. Will be just the 1 run.
Yeah, once again, an expensive over. 15 runs of it. And this is a very, very good start for India A. Iran, Tilak Verma, maybe he thought 290 was a very good score on the surface, but I reckon it's a...
From this young man. Really. Well, there you go. Success for the Afghan bowler, Abdullah. He finally gets Suryavanshi, who was trying to run that down to third man, and he's got the edge. And that's the end of the young man. As we say, a good morning to Roshan.
Good morning, Kosala, and good morning all. I think that was very casual, wasn't it? Absolutely casual, the way he approached it. He'll be terribly disappointed. Just look at this. He was not, it was a nothing shot, really. He just looked to play the ramp. Just a little touch. The perfect, I wouldn't say start, but that was what Afghanistan was after. They've got a wicket, and the wicket of Vaibhav Suryavanshi. And India A lose their first wicket. Suryavanshi goes, and it is 74 for 1.